everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. Today's video we are looking at the month of April 2024. I love everything that we got. This reading was a bit spontaneous. I've been feeling like super anxious and stressed for like the past month or so. Well, actually, honestly, past several months, but this month it's just like really elevated. And when I'm like that, sometimes I find it hard to record because I want to be feeling really good and in a good mood. But you know what? That just hasn't been reality. Not that I was in a bad mood during this reading, but I kind of just woke up and said, okay, jump on, do the April prediction. So that's what we did. And we're looking at the month. We're going to see if there's, any changes coming up, what to pay attention to, different things that might happen. So have fun with it, of course. We used letters, numbers, charms, lots of cards, including tea leaf cards. We also used this fun egg oracle. All of the decks that I used are always listed below, the names of them. So if you are interested in any of these decks, they'll be listed below, so you can find them. And what else? Yeah, letters. We did the angel numbers. So yeah, I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at each of the groups here. And I have a wand. Look, I found this nice wand, so I've been using it for charms. So we have group 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look here. So for group 1, you have archway. So new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. That's group 1. Group 2, we have the tulip card with great passion. And finally for group 3, we have wind chimes, peace and harmony. We also pulled love messages today. So we did a little bit of love messages and lots of info. I'm happy with what we got. So just a reminder, group 1, 2, 3, why don't we take a nice deep breath? I could definitely use one, so let's do that now, and then I'll give you a moment to look at each of the groups. And thank you so much for watching. Remember, have fun with my videos. Ultimately, these are for entertainment. I do hope that something resonates, something makes sense. I also love when you come back at the end of the video, or the end of the month, I should say, and let me know what does and doesn't happen. That's always fun, but have fun with it. And thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. All of that does help my channel. Share this with someone that you think might enjoy it, and definitely comment below your thoughts. So we will jump into it. I'll put the timestamps below. Quick reminder, I do have a Patreon page that I always forget to mention, so I'm remembering now. If you'd like to receive a reading every single week, you can check out my Patreon. There's a kind of like a weekly message you're meant to hear video usually Monday. So let me know what you think of this, and we will jump in with number 1. If you chose the archway, then this is your messages for April. So we're going to dive into the month ahead and see what is coming in for you. Really excited to see what we get. We'll just sort of see today what kind of things might happen, what to pay attention to, different changes that might happen. So group 1, what is happening in April? What is going on in April? Slice, so taking it piece by piece. So you're being encouraged to take something step by step, or break something up into smaller pieces, or I'm getting more digestible pieces. So there could be something that you're wanting to do, an opportunity that you're wanting to go for, a change you're wanting to make, and it feels right now like a huge change or something that's maybe a little bit too overwhelming. So you're getting encouragement here to break something up into sections, essentially. Okay, so let's see here. You've got King of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. I'm getting a word for your month. Now this could be about work, this could be about a relationship, but there's something about a situation being very approachable, comfortable. Okay, you've got March, interesting, because we're going into April. You've also got Target, so a goal-oriented person. So I just want to clarify, why is it bringing up March? Because we're exiting March and entering April, so why is March being brought up here? What's going on? What is this? Okay, this is what I was feeling, because you've got new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So I feel like this is the archway sort of entering you into April. 10 of Wands, this is a completion. So there's some... Oh, this is interesting, because I was thinking of the word insurmountable earlier when I was talking about breaking something up into pieces. So there's something that felt maybe insurmountable. you're feeling differently about it in April. It feels more approachable. Approachable seems like it's the word that keeps coming up for you. But there's something that feels a little bit more approachable, a little bit more like something you can accomplish, something you can do. It feels, yeah, there's a feeling of approachability. This is the word that keeps coming in. So I just want to get more info. Group 1, what is happening in April? Group 1, what is going on in April? What's happening in April? Harvest. So determination, hard work. That's what's interesting, is there's a shift here. Like maybe in March, I feel like you could have been setting the groundwork for something or did a lot of planning. I feel like you're feeling like you didn't accomplish much in March, or March kind of, you know, those months where it's like, okay, well, I did nothing. I'm getting to tell you to look beneath the surface. You did more than you think that you did, or something that happened in March was quite crucial in accomplishing what it is you want to accomplish in April. So March is being brought up for a reason. It's significance, but I feel like you feel like it wasn't, or I feel like things just felt overwhelming. But seeds were planted here, okay? Something happened in March that is sort of, I'm getting setting you up for April, or something that's happening in April. You seem, again, very focused. You're wanting to put in the hard work. I'm getting to tell you now is not the time to quit something, okay? This too could be that in March you did a lot of work, so you're like, okay, now I get to relax in April. Not necessarily, okay? The harvest card is you've put in the work, you planted the seeds, you took care of something, but now you have to, like, I want to read this to you, but now you have to harvest something. You have to, I'm getting, you're collecting something in April, or you're working on something, you're putting in that sort of like last push towards something. But your perspective seems different. Something seems more approachable. Your tactic or your approach to something, your method seems a lot easier to handle. So I don't know if you're shifting something. It could be too that because you have a target or you've got a goal, or you see it possibly, like there could be something about, okay, I see this, because I'm looking at the telescope here. There's something about, I can see this now, I can feel it, so I know what to do. Okay, so maybe it was in March you kind of weren't really sure where something was going to go or how something was going to work out. April, you just seem to be getting this almost like burst of energy to kind of follow through and finish something, or take something to where you want to take it. It's very interesting, the way the messages are coming through today. But yeah, it's really, I'm getting the message to tell you, take it day by day. Take the month day by day. Let's read this one to you. Let's see, where did I put the book? I would avoid perfectionism in April, okay? Avoid, oh, it's right here. Interesting. Okay, there's something here about, in April, there's something, you're looking too hard at it. You're like, I'm really getting to get out of your head and into your heart. Really, you're tapped into your intuition in April. You're not overthinking something, because overthinking things can sometimes lead to self-sabotage. It can lead to us feeling overwhelmed. It can lead to us feeling like okay, this isn't worth the work. This isn't worth the effort. I'm getting to get out of your head about something and just take it day by day. Just follow the steps. You will get there. You will get there. Okay, so I want to read this to you. There's going to be potential for overthinking or perfectionism in April. So again, I'm getting to avoid that if possible. Okay, this was the last card. Okay, so reflection here. Are you burning out because of too much hard work too quickly? So again, this is so interesting because it really connects back to our sliced egg from the beginning. There's something you were trying to do all at once. And it's frustrating because sometimes we have this like picture of what we want to accomplish, right? And we want it now. We want to feel big strides or big moves, or we want to feel this big change like by the next day, but it does take some time. So I'm getting to kind of just keep doing what you're doing, keep working towards this. You will have this harvest moment. I'm getting to tell you that something that you want is already yours. It's already yours. It's just, you're just not quite there yet. Keep working. So yeah, you could be burning out. I think you're thinking too hard about something, this is easier said than done. Like to be like, okay, well, don't overthink it. But something's become too complicated. Like there's in April, you've got the opportunity to sort of simplify, take something piece by piece. If there's something you want to do in April, you're getting encouragement to just break it down into small steps. Maybe write down what it is you want to do and break it down. Okay, this is the first step. This is the second step. In April, with anything, even like things like spring cleaning, right? This is what I do this a lot. Like I'll be like, I'm cleaning everything. I'm cleaning my whole place. And I jump from like room to room, and I'll pull out everything out of the closet. Start with like a desk, one drawer at a time, right? And this could just be an analogy for something else in your life. I'm just kind of using cleaning as an example, but start with like one surface, one drawer at a time, one task at a time. This is really going to help you in April, okay? So we're wanting to avoid perfectionism. We're wanting to avoid burnout here. How can you give yourself support as you reap the bounty of your efforts? So yeah, there is a feeling of success here, of accomplishment, but I just don't know why. It might not be that you're discouraged, because I was kind of getting that at first, but I'm just getting to tell you to not lose steam now. Like find a balance here. Don't approach something too like don't try to I'm getting bite off more than you can chew right now. Like just kind of, it's the small efforts. I'm getting to tell you it's the small efforts, the small steps every single day that add up. It's consistency. It's more about consistency than quantity, okay? So I'm really getting this message to tell you. Okay, let's see here. Something else is coming in here. I'm getting to, you seem so work focused, okay? And so not even necessarily work, okay? I say work, but something you're putting effort into, goal focused. You're a very goal focused person. Just make sure you're not neglecting your emotional needs in April, okay? Your relationships, your bonds, okay? So harvest time means hard work. It's time to reap the results of sowing and tending. That usually means a lot of effort concentrated in a short period of time. This time can be just as exhausting as when you sowed your seeds, absolutely, but it's a necessary part of the successful growing season. So earlier, yes, I was getting something about now's not the time to like sort of throw your hands up and say, okay, never mind. That sort of goes in with like the all or nothing thinking. Again, we're wanting sort of like a balanced piece by piece approach to something in April. Sometimes you might think that it's all about sitting back and enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's important to appreciate your success, but don't lose your way. So I do see something in April coming along where you're like, oh my gosh, look how much progress I made. Am I done this? Like, is this good? But there's still more work to be done, okay? So it's not saying don't appreciate or enjoy the work that you've put in or like the benefits that are coming, but just don't lose sight of things now, okay? Stay on target with the ultimate goal. Don't lose track right now. Okay, it's like when we see results with something, it's like, okay, well, good, I did it. There's still more work or more time that needs to be put in for this to be like something that's going to last a long time. It's important to appreciate your success, but don't lose your way. So absolutely, it's just wanting you to not lose your way at this point. There could be a moment in April where, yeah, you're sort of feeling like, okay, I can relax more now. Okay, and I'm not saying don't relax, but it's like you're not quite there yet. Like stay focused on the ultimate goal. Because a lot of times, again, this is usually, sometimes when we're feeling like, okay, I'm almost at the finish line, I can slow down. That's when we sort of lose our steam a little bit, right? Or we can kind of lose our way. Okay, let's see. The Harvest card directs you to collect your bounty, to recognize your blessings, and to not stop working too early. So yeah, I feel like if something's become overwhelming or you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I worked so hard in March, I did so much in March, I really want to relax. Again, I'm not saying don't relax, but maybe if it's feeling insurmountable, if it's feeling overwhelming, break it down into tasks. Take things day by day in April. The best thing you can do in April is to not overwhelm yourself. You can do this. Like, you can get to this target. You can get to this goal. You can have what it is that you want. Now is just not the time to quit. Okay, now is not the time to pause. Now is not the time to lose steam. Keep going, but just don't, like, a balanced approach is best here. You're almost there, but you still have things to see through. Work to recoup energy you previously invested. So yeah, like, you put in something you did in March is coming up for a reason, okay? You did something in March, you planted a seed. Now is not the time to forget about that seed. Like, tend to it, check in on it, keep working on it, and then you'll be able to collect whatever it is that you've, set out to do, or whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish. Okay, so that's what I'm getting so far with your cards. Let me see what else is coming up here. Relationships do seem to be a focus. I'm seeing possibly a new connection, or I'm getting like a reconnection. So you could be reconnecting with somebody. Overall, I'm getting to not neglect your emotional connections, your relationships. I feel like you might be an all or nothing person. Like, when you're invested in something, it's all you think about. It sort of like consumes you. And then when you're not thinking about it, it's like that thing doesn't even matter. So again, we're trying to, again, kind of take things a little less intensely without forgetting about them completely. I hope that if this is for you, this will make sense. Okay. Let's check in on relationships specifically. We do have a little bit mentioned here. I'm specifically getting there's a relationship that is requiring your focus as well. So let's just I'm going to get some love cards here. I'll get romance angels. Okay, so what's happening in love in April, love and relationships? Getting there's someone you're possibly reconnecting with, rekindling things with. It doesn't have to be romantic either. This could be a friend that you're connecting with. Yeah, finances and career. This is the thing. Career, and this might not be finances and career. This could just be goals. Like, this is very, like, something you're obviously very focused on in April. It's affecting, okay, all of this work, okay, because this one card talked about you burning out. All of this work, all of this focus on this end goal, this target, could be having an effect on your relationships. And that's what I was feeling. Like, I'm feeling like there's somebody or some relationship, or just your relationships in general, like, you'll feel more refreshed, replenished, full, happy if you tend to these relationships as well, okay? This could also be talking about, like, taking your life piece by piece, like, not focusing on one aspect of your life entirely, finding more of like a balanced approach to it. Here's the thing. I think you're excited about different new opportunities and different paths that are opening up and different things that could be happening for you. I think you're excited, but, it all goes back to, like, don't burn yourself out. Okay, don't burn yourself out. And just take things piece by piece without, like, letting go of it entirely. Because I understand that, like, that need to be like, I'm either 110% into this or I'm not at all. But it's more of like, okay, let's find some balance in April. Overall, though, April seems like a really great month for you, okay? I think you're going to see a lot of progress. I think some of you are getting your steam back with something, or you're feeling like, okay, yes, this is happening. So there's a great feeling of, like, confidence and reward in yourself and your abilities and your effort. Like, you're feeling really good about something, feeling really confident. But again, there's sort of this feeling of, like, I think when you're focused on something, you almost become, like, ultra independent. So sometimes, like, you might, ignore texts, or, I'll get back to that person, and then you forget, or you might, oh, I can't hang out. Sorry, I've got something else I'm working on, or, like, you know what I mean? So, like, just keep that in mind. Of course, do whatever it is that you want to do. But relationships, it seems like your focus is on your goals, career, different things that you're trying to accomplish, okay? Let's get a little bit more love info here. We're going to use this one here. Okay, let's get you a little bit more about relationships, and then we'll jump to letters, numbers, and charms, of course. So group 1, what else do we need to know about group 1's relationships right now? Oh, that's funny. Okay. you've got not today, okay? So not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call a person, boundaries, still angry. I'm not so much, I mean, you very well could be angry with somebody, okay? But I'm more so getting like, no, I don't have time to get together. I don't have time to talk. I don't have time for this relationship. There's sort of an avoidance of relationships where you're really kind of diving into, you know, work. So again, like, this seems like an important thing. The emotional element of your life, your relationships. You've got sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Repetitive, persistent, working on it. I think there's more here. I was getting something about reconnecting. Like there's a relationship in your life that you could be rebuilding right now. Reconnecting, rebuilding, working on things with this person. What's happening in relationships for group 1? There's a certain relationship that needs your investment or your focus or your attention right now. Doesn't have to be romantic. I feel like it could be, but it could also be friends, family relationships. Yeah, you need more, I think. Okay, I'm getting a couple messages here. Number 1, honor your commitments in April. If you've committed to something or if you've agreed to something, I'm getting to there's something in April, like an event where you're like, I agreed to it. You know, when you agree to something, you're like, oh, I really don't want to go. I'm getting to go. Honor your commitments in April. You see, again, you seem so disciplined and focused in April. Not that that's a bad thing. Like, again, I want to say this is not a bad thing, but there's just a lot to juggle right now. So again, finding some balance in your life is important. 5 of Pentacles. There's a lack of something. There's a feeling of like, honestly, I feel like somebody's missing you. I feel like there's somebody in your life that's missing you or wanting to connect, wanting to reconnect, wanting to have more time with you. But you're like, no, not today. I can do that next week. Like there's that feeling. Again, this could be also coming back to you too. So there could be a relationship where it is requiring your focus and your attention. There's possibly something to work on in a relationship. There could also be some self-sabotage in a relationship. Like there's a feeling coming through about like not wanting something to be too serious, or when things get too deep, too serious, that's when sabotage comes along. Okay, so I'm getting a message to tell you, some of you, like, keep it light and fun. Keep it light and fun. It doesn't have to be too deep, but don't neglect it entirely. Okay, very interesting. Let's get you some charms. Let me pause there for a second, but I did get my wand. So I got this wand a couple weekends ago. So I'm going to use this with the charms just to sort of like point out the charms here. But let's see what we have here for you. Group 1. Okay, very interesting. Look what you have. You've got a tantalizing prospect will come your way. So definitely there is a feeling of like different opportunities or different things opening up for you, different things you might be interested in. Okay, so I'm getting to like give these things a chance, give these possibilities a chance. I think you also, group 1, might need a shakeup of your routine a little bit. I think something could be becoming, just in day-to-day, I'm talking, but like stagnant, okay? Or something's becoming a little bit too routine. So there could be a need to kind of shift things or shake things up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that could also help like this work that you're doing feel a little bit more fresh too. Like little changes, like something shifting. It could be literally small things too, but something is shifting. You're getting possibly news or some sort of information coming in that could be shocking. It could be just very surprising. This could be good news too, just to keep in mind, especially because it's near the letter here. It's near a tantalizing prospect will come your way. So this could be an unexpected opportunity coming up or something that's really exciting here and you're hearing about it, okay? So that's really interesting. You're getting to... Okay, the mirror was upside down because this can have to do with like self-reflection. And next to the parrot can have to do with communication. It can also talk about like gossip, things like that. Okay, let me see what else we have. We've got courageous, brave, and strong with brave. You've got the lemon, turning lemons into lemonade. This lemon keeps popping out. Like, I get it a lot. I think it's just because it's a larger charm, so I tend to see it a lot. You've got the locked up. Yeah, there's sort of a feeling of like allowing yourself to tap more into your emotions. Like this is something that's lacking in your life, like connection right now. Okay, so as tempting as it will be to be like, oh, you know, I had a long day at work. I don't really have time to go for coffee. Or, I don't really want to hang out right now. Like try to push yourself when it comes to your connections right now. Okay, because there's sort of a feeling of like possibly too... yeah, there's something here about like you're not wanting to let somebody in right now. Okay, you're not wanting to let somebody into your life right now. And that could be for very good reason. But there's sort of a feeling of like being potentially like closed. Okay, just imagine someone being like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you up to nowadays?" You're like, "Oh, not much." Like, I don't know, like connection right now could be really important for you. Because you do seem sort of like, I'm getting like you're protective of your world right now. And again, this could be for very good reason. Like you could be the type of person that's like, I don't want to share this until it's done. I don't want to, talk about this until I've reached my target. That's fine. But like, still, I wouldn't shut out people completely is what I'm getting, okay? I'm also noticing this here at the top of the charms here. There's definitely like a feeling of needing to connect, or I'm getting somebody's missing you. You've got Bam, you've got this as well. These two caught my eye. I don't know why, but yeah, there's sort of a feeling, I feel like somebody's missing you. There's a chance of something getting wrapped up or completed entirely in April. Like I think if you, like we saw with the egg card, if you can take things slice by slice, day by day in April, you could get this done. You could get this like really, or at least on the roll, like getting things really going. Because there's a feeling of like reward. This is 9 of Pentacles. You kind of have 9 of Pentacles twice. I always think of this as 9 of Pentacles energy. So there's a feeling of like a sense of like achievement, a really rewarding feeling. Okay, I'm seeing what else is coming in here. I'm getting to tell you there's more people cheering for you than there. Like, I think you might tend to think that people are more judgmental when it comes to you than they really are, okay? I'm seeing like a lot of loving, supportive energy around you. Okay, let's see. I just think you're an independent person. I think you like to do things your own way. You like to tell things to people when you're ready to tell them. That's fine. But again, like I feel like people are wondering about you. I'm getting people are asking questions like, have you seen them? Like, what have they been up to? Like someone's really curious about you. They're missing you. They're asking family about you. Haven't seen them in a while, that kind of thing. So it could be the month to connect. Get you some angel numbers. I'm going to read you 212 from the angel book, if I can find it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. 212. Let's see. Honesty. There is power in truth. Your angels see you building a life, but they call upon you to get honest with yourself about why you are making these choices. Understanding your inner motivations is helpful in living your most blessed life. Though it can be uncomfortable to get honest, spend time in nature today, gently thinking about a part of you that you tend to overlook or get distracted from. Okay, so there's also possibly some honesty happening about like with yourself, like some self-reflection about like, okay, what really is important to me? Where can I maybe find some balance? So you could be also like reflecting on your priorities as well, but you do seem to be getting really honest with yourself in regards to something in April. So that's good too. Let's get you some letters. So look for names, initials. Always look in the comments too. There's usually really great suggestions. So take a look at that. You know, I'm feeling really overwhelmed in my life right now. You know, and life happens, different things come up too. So I really think your advice for April, like we saw with your first card, just take it slice by slice, break something down into smaller pieces. This is achievable. You will, you know, reach this goal, or this thing you're working towards is very much something you can achieve. Don't completely just like quit because you're not there yet. Like, you're closer than you think, okay? You're closer than you think. Yeah, take things piece by piece. Okay, so also in a relationship, there could be a relationship conversation. When you have this conversation, give specific examples, okay? I'm getting give specific examples. Also focus on I feel statements rather than you did this. This is what you focus on. I feel like this has been happening, or this is how I've been feeling. I think there's a relationship you've been almost like avoiding that I think is going to come to the forefront in April, okay? There's going to be some open discussion, some focus on this relationship. I think you've been like burying yourself in your own life right now, or things that have been happening. Okay, so okay, I'm seeing the word, I don't know if they're all here, utilize resources around you possibly. Okay, let's see. I don't see much. I usually don't. But you've got E-A-E-H-G-O-E-E. It usually takes me a while to see things. Or when I'm editing, I'll see different things. But okay. Again. Seeing barn. Do we have a D? I'd say board. Because I was getting something about switching up your daily routine. Like, something could just be becoming a little bit stale for you because you've been doing it for a while. So it could be time to kind of add some excitement into it. Goal. Yeah, we saw that with your target card. You are a very goal-oriented person. You could be hard on yourself. And that could be why you sometimes want to keep people out of what's going on, is because you're worried that they're going to judge you, because as harshly as you judge yourself. But I'm seeing that that's not the case. Let me know what you see. And yeah, that is your April predictions, Group 1. I really hope that you enjoyed this month's predictions. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. I'd love to hear how your month goes. I think it's going to be a really productive month, and I think it's going to be I think you're going to have a great feeling of accomplishment. Just stay determined. Don't overwhelm yourself. Like, you know, take it piece by piece. Don't ignore your relationships right now. You're going to get there almost like faster through consistency rather than quantity. So just take it a little bit at a time every single day. You will get there. And I think you're going to be really happy with the results. So let me know what you think, Group 1. We will see you next time. 2 of you chose the tulip, great passion. Then this is your April 2024 predictions. Really excited to see what we have. One of these 2 egg cards fell out. Sweetness and hyperactivity, romantic love and affection. Okay, we're going to take those because they slid off the top, but I will shuffle you one here so that you can see. So we've got chocolate egg and candy filled egg. So sweetness and hyperactivity. I'm getting something about, you've got golden eggs, so opportunity and prosperity. Okay, so, wow. You've got, number 2, first of all, I feel like you've got a busy month, okay? I feel like there's sort of a feeling of something's happening before you know it. I say that because in my old backyard, I used to go outside in the spring and suddenly I'd see the tulips and there would be like several of them. And it's like, I didn't see this happen. Like there's something about like something happening sort of suddenly, all at once, a little bit overwhelming. So that's really cool. You've got romantic love and affection. So there is an element of romance to your month. We'll pull some romance angels and some love cards. First, let's get your tea leaves. You've got situations in the balance that require careful handling as well as protection from a powerful friend. Whew, breathe. Okay. Breathe. Love is for sure a theme of your month, okay? So we'll get to that. We'll pull some love cards. You've got position of authority, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. I feel like this is connected. I feel like this golden opportunity is possibly coming from somebody who is in some sort of position, like somebody you have a friendly relationship with who's in some sort of position of authority. Okay, now this could be so many different things, but there's somebody who's sort of looking out for you in a certain way. This could be with like a job opportunity. This could be with something to do with work. This could be with like a suggestion that they make or an opportunity that they can give to you. Somebody's looking out for you, okay? So protection doesn't necessarily mean that there's something bad that they're protecting you from, but this person really wants to see you do well. Somebody's looking out for you in April. Somebody sees what you're trying to balance or what you're trying to manage, and they want to help you, okay? So you're getting some sort of help or assistance. Now, this is directly connected to something they saw you do in the past or something you did or said to them. You made an impact on somebody. You might not even remember what it is, okay? It could have been something small to you at the time that you thought, okay, well, that wasn't really even a big deal, but you made an impact on somebody, and now there's sort of like this feeling of like good karma kind of coming back to you. You know, some sort of assistance or somebody that just wants to do something nice for you in April. Okay, so let's get some more cards here. What's happening in April for group 2? What's happening in April for group 2? I apologize if I ever say a different group when I'm shuffling. I'm thinking about you, don't worry. Okay, you got carnelian. So energy, leadership, creativity. Okay, so another thing that could be happening, you yourself could be taking the lead with something. Okay, I'm getting like major King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy here. People could also be looking to you for guidance or direction, okay? You might have quite a bit of experience in something that's really paying off, okay? Or it's kind of getting you some sort of opportunity in April, okay? This experience, you have, like, people look to you as like, okay, yeah, they'll know what to do. Or like people really recognize that you have a lot of experience or knowledge about one thing in particular, okay? And again, this could be getting you this golden opportunity. Okay, I just saw Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka, so this is telling me something. There's somebody that maybe wants what you have. Okay, so this could be the protection. I'm seeing Veruca being like, I want it, it's mine. So this could even be about a job or something that's coming up. Like somebody, like you get offered this job and someone else is like, hey, you know, I should have this job because of, you know, X, Y, and Z. And this friend's like, no, you know, group 2 earned this, like something like that. Like there could be somebody sort of, kind of, I'm getting they're working on your behalf almost, or they're watching out for you. You've got Strength and 4 of Cups. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. You know what's interesting about you? Okay, so going back to what I said initially, there is a feeling of something, you're not expecting something. I think you think that something's not going to work out, or you're bored with something, possibly you're feeling dissatisfied with something. Things are about to get pretty exciting, okay? Almost too much, okay? Where I think you might even feel at some moments like, okay, this is too much too quickly, okay? Things might even feel a little bit chaotic at certain points in April. Don't worry, you've got this, okay? It's just staying balanced might be the best way to handle it. It almost kind of feels like it goes from like 0 to 100 in April. And in lots of different things in your life too. But again, you've got this. Love for sure is coming in strongly for you. The good news is I think you've got the energy to do it. Like, you seem to be getting a little boost of energy. You know what's interesting though? When nothing's happening, that's when we can feel lethargic, you know, just not energetic. We don't feel motivated. We feel kind of like, I don't know, So sometimes that busyness is actually like, even though it might feel overwhelming, it can actually help us kind of get into an energy, right? Sometimes when we have nothing to do, that's when we're like, okay, well, we tend to kind of get in this sort of, we can get into a rut, okay? So I think you're definitely coming out of a rut in April, okay? So, but I'm getting to be open to different opportunities, be open to different things, okay? You do, I think everyone this month, I'm getting a strong collective message that everyone needs to shake up their routine. Everyone needs a little bit of change right now, because something has become too stagnant, too routine. You need to change, shift things up, get out of your comfort zone a little bit, okay? You can do this. You absolutely can. All right, so yeah, some people might be looking to you for guidance, or not even necessarily guidance, but you are taking the lead with something in April. Okay. Okay, yeah. Did I not say, I was thinking about the King of Wands. I hope I said it out loud, but I was thinking about the King of Wands. This is you, I think, in April. This is the energy. You know, you're making plans, you're feeling motivated, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling in charge. You know, you're wanting to you're making waves, you're making moves, like you're getting in there, you know, you're not being shy. I'm getting you're being like, and also I'm getting to tell you to, this could be why Veruca came in, okay? It'll depend on the situation. I do think that the situation I was describing before could be at play here, or this is where the protection's coming in, but this could also be you being like, no, I want it now, I want this is mine. So there could be a little bit of that coming in. If you haven't seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, by the way, I haven't seen the new one, but the old one, well, actually from when I think my mom was a kid, with, I think it was Gene Wilder is the name. Anyways, the Veruca from that movie is the one that I'm thinking of, the older one. But okay, let's take a look here. I'm just seeing what else is coming in. You are passionate in April. Like, there's just this feeling of energy, and this Wands energy is very strong for you in April. And again, if there's something you're feeling bored with, discouraged with, like, you might have to push yourself a little bit, right? I'm getting no one is coming to push you. This is a message that's come through in a few different readings recently, but no one's coming to push you. Sometimes I wish I could just hire someone to like pull me out of bed and be like, hey, this is what you're doing today. Especially if you're self-employed, you know, or if you work from home, it can really, you know, sometimes you need to really dig deep and get that energy, right? So I think this is sort of the energy you're tapping into. You're feeling more passionate. You're feeling connected to different goals and different things you want to achieve. You're taking the lead in your own life right now. Okay. Again, there's a feeling of busyness, maybe a little bit too much that you're trying to control, but it's okay. Like, this is good because things are coming up to sort of shake things up, and it's meant to be a little bit messy in April, a little bit exciting, a little bit chaotic in certain ways. This is good. Okay. This is going to switch things up for you. Now, love. I really want to focus on love here because it is definitely a theme for you. Okay, so let's see. I'm getting definite fire energy here, possibly Leo. Okay, so this could be who it is, but let's focus a little bit on love here. I'm going to keep candy filled out here with love because I think that it's connected. There's a feeling here of like, this is so fun. Like, this is so much fun. This person is so much fun, and we're having so much fun, and I just never want it to end. Like, you're feeling romantic and attractive, you know, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it's fun. Passion. Was that not the card you chose? Like, I can't believe your cards today, group 2. Passion. Allow your heart to sing with joy, your heart and soul to sing with joy. So have fun in April, right? Have fun, enjoy yourself. I think you've got a lot on the go work-wise, potentially, or business-wise, or different things that you're trying to do, different responsibilities that you might have. But don't forget this. This is something that's coming in that's going to be really sweet and enjoyable. Allow yourself to enjoy. Don't overthink it. Have some fun. There's sort of like, things could have been really serious lately, okay? And I think you've had a lot of responsibility, a lot of obligations, or a lot of responsibility, a lot to do, a lot to kind of keep under control in your life. This is, I think, an area in April where you're just kind of like being free. You're just letting go. I'm just going to have fun. I just want to be free. So whatever that means for you, right? This could be going out on a date and getting to know someone and being a little bit like spontaneous or something like that, right? Whatever you're comfortable with, of course, but like whatever this is for you, right? It'll be different, but definitely an intense feeling of romance in the month of April for you, which is very exciting. Let's see. Again, I'm getting fire, wands energy. This could be a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but it is coming through today. Okay, let's see. If this isn't romance for you specifically, this could also just be feeling, oh, look at this, abundance just came out. So it's saying keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. The word bliss is definitely strong. Wow, engagement ring just came out. I would say when we get messages like this and then it kind of escalates to this, I'm like, wow, that escalated quickly. But I just want to say quickly what I was getting to is this doesn't have to be romantic. This could very well be sort of having a romantic approach to life in general, right? Like just being in that energy, that romantic kind of dreamy, fun energy, I think is important for you in April. But you also have engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So there is a feeling possibly of this is someone I want to commit to. Like this is somebody that I could see myself with long term. Doesn't have to be marriage. This more so just symbolizes a promise of like this could be somebody that I want to be with or something I want to commit to. Okay, so this is exciting. The first initial feeling I got for your group 2, was a feeling of a lot all at once, almost like nothing to a lot. So I want to say so far, I haven't gotten to group 3, of course, but your month I think is the busiest, the most active. It's going to require the most energy, I think, because there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on here. I love that you have abundance, opportunity, and prosperity. This could be, oh my gosh, so many things. This could be meeting somebody through work, potentially, right? That could be the surprise. This could be things going really well at work. So it just sort of shifts your, how when things are going well in one area of your life, you feel more control in other areas of your life. So that could be what it is too. Like something good happens at work, an opportunity comes up. You're like, let's go out and celebrate. And then bam, you meet someone or something like that, right? It's funny how life works. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting for you for April. It's like nothing and then all at once, that kind of thing. Isn't there's something about a song with that? Something about all at once. I don't know. Interesting. It's asking you to stay positive in April. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. You are in this energy of like taking the lead in certain things, but I do think it's going to require you to kind of put yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit with certain things, which does require, bravery and strength sometimes. Okay, let's get you some charms here. Where did I put that? We'll get some angel numbers as well. Okay, group 2. All right. Okay. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, so you've got somebody working sort of behind the scenes. You might be aware of this, you might not, but somebody's like on your side here. I'm getting you've got like reinforcements here. You've got reinforcements. I want to say something. You need to be protective of a particular idea right now, a strategy or a plan. I'm not saying like be paranoid about it, but you've got a strategy. It's talking about being protective of this idea or this until it's kind of like time to make it happen, okay? So I don't know what that is, but just be a little protective about this. Thumbs up. You've got the sign of Cancer. I was also picking up on fire energy, wands energy. Okay. Yeah, there's an idea or something. It still needs a little bit of work or a little bit of pruning specifically, okay? Now, I think this is what this grasshopper could be talking about. Like you'll know when it's time, okay? The golden opportunity, you're going to know when it's time, okay? So trust that. Abundance, yeah. If you're strategic in April, this could lead to a lot of abundance and prosperity and opportunity. Be strategic. Trust the plan, okay? I'm getting trust the plan. I don't want to say what's coming in because I don't want it to make you like worried about everyone. But like, if they're trust the plan, don't trust everybody, okay? So strategize. Be selective with like, I guess revealing this plan of action to everyone. Like, you'll know who to trust in this situation, okay? So protection from a powerful friend. There could be someone that's like, you have to listen to your intuition on this one, okay? This is a tough one to pinpoint because, again, there could be someone in your life that's really going to be helpful in this, okay? But that's just what I'm getting. So you'll know what that is if it's for you. It could be just you bump into someone. It's so funny because group one was almost getting the opposite. Because group one was like keeping everyone out almost. It was like more of a feeling of like open up, be creative. People are curious about you right now. With you, it's a little bit more on the other end where it's like, okay, I've got this plan. I've got this strategy. I've got this, you know, I'm going to be a little bit mysterious almost right now until it's time. This could be about like, maybe there's a job coming up. Maybe don't tell everyone until it's signed. You know, something like that. Like something like that could be coming in. You've got 6 here. You've got like a protection. Like there's a feeling, I'm almost thinking of, actually I was just watching a clip of, it's incredible. There's somebody who, you might have seen clips of it, but there's somebody who will go to bee, sorry, a little bit of a tangent here, but there's like this person who goes to these bee, like where there's bee hives and like to relocate the bees. And, you know, she goes in and she finds the queen and then the entire hive, the entire colony sort of just follows. They're very trusting. Like, I don't know, there's something about like being in charge here. I'm trying to think. Because that person popped into my mind for a reason. So there's something about like locating the queen, locating. You might have to help me put the pieces together with this one, how it fits into your situation. But yeah, there's sort of like a feeling of, and that one underneath here. I'm getting to just tell you like you're the queen here, like you're the king. I think I even said Queen of Wands earlier. So there's a feeling of like Queen King here. Because the Queen Bee. That's coming through. Like you're in charge here of something. You're in charge. The baseball glove can talk about like be ready to catch an opportunity. Like stay aware. I think of that too because I remember in gym class I used to just like zone out. I'd be out in the field and just like not paying attention. I'd be like, Liz, catch it. And then I'd run after it. Like I'm not athletic at all, but that kind of thing is what this always makes me think of, is like pay attention to something coming your way. Again, I think this is going to require you to kind of get out of your comfort zone in certain ways in April. Because I think the comfort zone is comfy, but I think it's boring you at this point. You're ready for your next adventure. you're getting a lot of encouragement. There's lots of, again, I was getting earlier, you've got lots of reinforcements. There's people looking out for you, whether you know it or not. People suggesting you for different opportunities. People saying, you know what, like this. And again, it comes from something you did in the past. Something you did in the past. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So something you did, you made an impact on somebody. You made a difference for somebody. And now it's kind of like coming back to you a little bit. Bam, you've got this. If you want to look at the numbers there, let me just let this focus. 6, 61, 14, 34, 57, 86 could be significant numbers. Speaking of numbers, let's get a few more here. Make sure everyone in your life that you let in on this plan is pedaling in the same direction, okay, is what I'm getting. Like, make sure that could be what it is. Like right now, as far as when it comes to your plans and strategies and ideas and things like that, your goals, like surround yourself with like-minded people when it comes to that specific goal or idea, right? Okay, you've got 103 and 71. I'm going to read both of those numbers. I always flip these intuitively, so it just depends on how I... Self-worth. Be loving. You are your best asset, and it's time to form a daily routine that reflects that. Your angels support you, prioritizing your self-care. Invest in some skincare, take regular walks, and eat your greens. Remind yourself and the universe that you are worthy of love. Okay, so this is another message that's coming through for you, group 2. Right now, if you're feeling like you're in a bit of a funk right now, if you're feeling... Sorry, that wasn't focused. There we go. I apologize. I hope it wasn't like that for long. But yeah, if you're feeling like you're in a bit of a funk or if you're feeling discouraged, sometimes we really have to kind of dig deep and, you know, pull ourselves up and do things that we know are going to make us feel better. So for me, sometimes, like if I'm having one of those days where I'm just like, oh, I just want to lay around, that's fine, of course, you know, but if in my heart, I'm like, oh, I really wish I could get this accomplished. Sometimes just getting up, making the bed, taking a shower, you know, making a tea or something. I've been loving Earl Grey tea. I've been drinking it constantly, but, you know, something like that. You know, I'll make a tea, get up, you know, change, get out of my PJs, put on, you know, shoes. You know, shoes can make a difference too. Sometimes when you put on shoes and like tie them up, like I'm talking like running shoes, even if you're at home working, put on a pair of like indoor working shoes, running shoes, it will change your day. Okay. There's a book I had from years ago by Marla Silly, The Fly Lady, and I really liked Marla's method for like taking charge of your life because part of it started with putting on shoes, clearing out the sink, making sure your sink is empty, and putting on shoes. And I know this seems like everyday things, but this is the things that make the difference. So putting on shoes, it will change your day. It tells your brain that you are ready to work. I'm ready to get some things accomplished. Okay, so that's really important. So put on shoes. Such a random specific thing, I know, but we're talking about everyday life here, right? Okay, 71. Spiritual goals. Okay, feel the sacred energy within you. Your life is full of goals that reflect the material world, but this number is a message to set spiritual goals as well. Today, your angels ask you to create a list of what you want to expound more on in connection to the divine. So you could also be in April really focused on your spirituality. I think this is directly connected to love though. Okay, I think this is like there's a connection here between your spirituality and love, okay? So whatever that means for you, but I'm getting to tell you, if you're single right now and you're feeling discouraged, essentially like there is a connection out there that will work for you. If you're in a relationship and things have been rocky, like I'm getting to be true to you. There is a spiritual aspect when it comes to relationships, okay? I'm getting to tell you to trust, take chances with love specifically. Okay, let's get you some letters. Okay, and you can pause the video once I flip them over. But you've got the word my, you've got ly, you've got held. So I'll flip these over and put them upright, and then I'll give you a second to pause if you need to look at them. Also check the comments. There's always fantastic suggestions for words. By the way, if you haven't already, consider hitting the subscribe and the like button. Thank you for liking the video. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I'll let you take a moment here to look. I'm getting like shush, like shh, like secret, like I was getting that earlier with the fox. Like there was a lot here about protecting a particular idea or strategy. You just might be an open person, right? So it might just be like, yeah, I applied for this job at, you know, this place, and then someone's like, well, I'm gonna go apply. So just right now, like, I don't know. I think you have reinforcements, you've got protection, you've got people working with you on the side here, but until you've kind of gotten to this, like, don't reveal all of your plans, I guess. Do we have an N? Another N mounted. I turned this Z into an N. Sometimes I do that. Someone got upset in the comments. They're like, they didn't like that I got creative with the letters. So do whatever feels right for you. You've got, yeah, I don't see much. Oh, we did have an N. We did have mountain. A lot of times when I'm editing, I'm like, we did have that word, or I'll see certain things. Hush. Oh, look at that, eh? About the, like, yeah, there is an element of, like, strategy, secrecy, not revealing all of your next moves right now. You're playing chess or something. Like, it's, I don't know. Okay. Pub. Maybe you're going to a pub in April and having some fun. Win. Let me know what you see. We don't have E's, otherwise, because I was getting Queen earlier a lot. Queen B, I said Queen of Wands. So let me know what you see. Group 2, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic April. I hope that this makes sense for you. It seems like an action-packed month, a lot going on. A lot of passion. Passion is a key word for you, for sure. Okay, with the item you chose and your love and everything. So let me know what you think. I really hope that you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. It's your turn. We are here with the wind chimes, peace and harmony. I have a message for you right away. So while I took a little bit of a break between groups, and I got an email, or not an email, a text from my friend. I saw it pop up. My roommate, she lives upstairs, and it was like, hey, are you home? Can we talk? I want to talk about last night. So my brain automatically jumps to like, oh no, she had a bad night. Did something happen? Like, what's going on? She had a fantastic night. She just wants to talk about her night. So I'm getting a message to tell you immediately. Take a breath. Like with peace and harmony, take a breath. You know, don't jump to worst case scenario in a certain situation right now. Okay, so April, what's happening for Group 3 in April? What's happening for Group 3 in April? Ooh, I love this. You've got movie prize, so enjoy the entertainment. Group 3, there's an entirely different energy for you in your group, like compared to Group 2, for instance. It's there, and it could be a 2 because, you know, of course, wind chimes. Oh, May. There's a connection to May. April and May. Well, May is coming up, so there's something happening. Money path. Announcement. May. Time to get out of a situation. Unsuccessful plans. Okay, we need to read 777 because I'm seeing 777 here. So let's just pause, do that, and we'll keep going here. But you've got 777, so let's look at that. Says face fear. Oh, interesting. So your angels are asking you to release the fear of the unknown, to trust the universe, and give up your control of what's going to happen next. That actually makes a lot of sense with the idea of a movie, right? Because we don't really know what's going to happen. You kind of just have to sit back and watch. Unless you're like me and you watch movies over and over again, but you know what I mean? Like, there's a sort of a feeling of like not needing to know what happens next and sort of just trusting. Your angels are telling you to not fear the future, but rather to embrace it with faith that it's all in your best interest. It is perfect in design, brought to you by your most trusted guardian angels. Okay, so I think this makes a lot of sense. I'm really happy we read that with this unsuccessful plans card and time to get out of a situation. So there's a current situation, maybe something that's already been happening, or maybe something that's coming up in April that maybe at first glance it's like, oh, this seems like it could work out. This could be this is the plan. This is, what I'm focused on, but it's not going to work out. Or it hasn't. This could have already happened, and you're finding this out in April. But it didn't work out how you had planned, right? But just like the 777 message said, it possibly could be to get you back on track or to redirect you, because it's time to get out of a certain situation. Okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So that's what we have to start. I want to get some more cards here. We'll get some tarot. Actually, I'm going to use Paulina Tarot for you, group 3. We'll get some love messages too. Stay tuned because we'll do the charms, letters, and numbers. So you've also got an announcement in April. So this could be exciting. This announcement could have to do with the month of May. So there could be something happening in April. You're getting an announcement and it's taking place in May. Could be an invitation of some kind. It could be a business opportunity or a work opportunity. You could, this could be your announcement. It could be something you're really excited to announce. But there is a connection to your month of May, which I find really interesting because it's the next month. So April and May, oh my goodness, seem very connected. Okay, let's just take the ones that flew out here. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, we'll take them all, but that's a lot more than I thought. 9 of Swords. Yeah, so it's so funny that I felt the need to tell you about my roommate messaging me, because in my head, my brain automatically went to, oh no, did the night not go well? She was on a date, so I'm like, oh, what if the date didn't go well? Like all these things, right? And she had a great, fantastic night. She can't wait to tell me about it. So, just keep that in mind, okay? Let's see what else we have. You've got 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, the Hermit, and the Lovers. Interesting messages here. Okay. So I will pull some love messages. There's definitely love messages coming in here. Okay. Yeah, you're being asked to sort of step away from a situation, or at least temporarily. Okay, this might not be permanently, but you are sort of stepping away from a situation to consider other options. That's all that I'm getting for you, okay? This doesn't mean like something could not be working out according to plan, but it's because it wants you to consider other options or take, what's the word I'm looking for? There's need for some analysis right now, okay, is the best way to put it. There's need for some analysis. There's something that isn't, like there's something in your life that's conflicting with something else. So it's sort of like, I feel like you're sort of getting things more on the same page here. I'm getting the message to tell you to not this is so much easier said than done, okay? So I have anxiety and diagnosed OCD. So when I say this, understand that I'm not saying it like it's easy. But, there's a situation that you could be overthinking potentially, okay? So we're getting messages here of like kind of getting out of the head about a situation. Because remember what the movie card said, right? It said kind of enjoying the show, trusting that things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. So you might be wondering right now, like, oh no, this plan didn't work out. This wasn't how I planned it. What's going to happen? I'm getting to trust, okay? Trust. There's sort of like a go with the flow sort of energy to your month here. Whether this is a relationship, something with work, just in general, I do think that you had a surprise, or maybe there'll be a surprise of like, okay, this didn't work out according to plan. There's other options. There's other alternatives. There's other potential things coming up here, okay, that you might not be able to see right now, all right? For example, if you applied for a job and you didn't get it, like it wasn't the plan, maybe everything was like looking good, right? It's like, oh, it looks like I'm going to get this job. It didn't happen. It could be because maybe that wasn't the path you were supposed to be on, right? To get you to this money path card that we're getting here. So just keep that in mind here. I'm seeing that as something here. Again, I think there's a situation where you need to kind of take a step back and look at it from the outside, or just take some time to yourself. I think there's a situation where you're getting way too many opinions. You've got way too much, not that input's a bad thing. I actually think input from friends and family can be really helpful. But I think you're sort of putting too much importance, I guess, on like what everyone else thinks or like what everyone else is saying. And it's getting confusing. You're getting kind of conflicted advice or conflicting opinions. So you need to really trust yourself right now. Okay, trust yourself. Again, a theme of your month is to be at peace with like not knowing what's going to happen with something, and just sort of trust that the right thing will come up. Okay, I feel like this is specific. I feel like if this is for you, you'll know what this is talking about. Okay, we had one flip out. Lavender, so tranquility, kindness, self-care. Group 3, I have to say, your group shifted entirely. Like group 2, if you're looking for an action-packed month and this isn't making sense, you might want to check out group 2, because group 2 was mildly chaotic. A lot going on, a lot of intensity. Not bad, but just a lot. Your month is far different, okay? And I don't want you to confuse this with boredom. Sometimes when we get messages about relaxing months, I'll see in the comments sort of it being misinterpreted as boredom. Not every month is going to be, you know, a month of like drastic change and shifts. It doesn't mean changes aren't happening, right? It doesn't mean you're going to be bored or nothing's happening, nothing good is happening. I see a lot of good things happening, but it just seems like more of a reflective month with your Hermit card. Tranquility is actually a word. I put those away, sorry, because there's just so many of them, but tranquility is often a word I associate with the Hermit card. I'll keep them close by here so we can reference them, but it's tranquil. You have a feeling of, and I think you're craving it. You chose the wind chime, so at least subconsciously you're craving a little bit of calm right now, a little bit of peace. So I feel like that's what you're getting, you know, and it's kind of with the movie prize. It's sort of like a feeling of like, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm just going to relax. I'm going to go with the flow this month. You do seem to be kind of going with the flow. There's a definite feeling of like exploring options in April that I'm getting as well. Now we do have some love messages I'll get to in a moment. We'll pull some love cards, but I just want to focus here on lavender. Calm, tranquility. Be kind to yourself. I think this is going to be a month to... I'm getting a message where people are very drawn to you because they find you particularly calming and tranquil to be around. I think you're a very kind person. I think your energy is very calming. Maybe not necessarily to yourself, but to others, right? So you might think, well, I don't feel calm, but you have a calming presence. Like people, when they're around you, feel understood. They feel safe to be themselves. They feel relaxed. Okay, so I feel like this is sort of the focal point of the month. It is, and this is being directed towards yourself. Like I'm seeing with your 9 of Swords that we had that you've been under stress, okay? Or you've just got a lot on your mind in regards to these unsuccessful plans, possibly, or a situation that you're trying to get out of. But in either case, there's something heavily on your mind. So this is a month to prioritize peace, harmony, calm. I don't think this is a good month to get involved too heavily in anything dramatic happening with friends or family. I would kind of stay out of it if possible. Step aside. Don't get too involved in anything that might add too much more to your plate directly, okay? Doesn't mean don't help where you can or do, you know, what you feel you want to do, but I just mean this is going to be a month to kind of clear your head. Take some time to yourself. You might not feel also particularly social in the month. Where did I put your Hermit card? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you might you're craving peace, and I think that's going to also include maybe feeling a little less social. You know, you might just want to kind of have some time to yourself. It's not lonely though. It's more of like, okay, peace, tranquility, calm, my time, my bubble. There's sort of a bubble around you, I think, in April, or a bubble you're putting around yourself, possibly. So self-care. What is that for you? This is one of those messages that we see. I see it in a lot of oracle cards. I get messages about it, and I think we kind of just hear it. It goes in one ear and out the other, because it's like, okay, it feels almost generic at this point because we hear it all the time. Self-care, self-care. But this is where you get to be very specific. What is that for you? For me, self-care sometimes involves making myself get up, make the bed, if I'm having a day where I'm feeling particularly anxious or down, like sometimes that's just like getting up, making the bed, going up, having a shower, making myself some tea and watching a movie or something like. Or is it, spending time with a particular person, or like whatever it is for you. This is where you get to be specific and like what recharges you. What is the thing that when it's done, you feel like, oh gosh, I needed that, Is it going for a walk? Sometimes we have to push ourselves to do self-care too, right? It's not always like, yes, I'm looking forward to doing this. It's like, oh, I know I'll feel better once I do this. So that's kind of what it is sometimes. I think sometimes we think self-care is something we're looking forward to. A lot of times it's those things we don't want to push ourselves to do, but we know we feel better once we do them, okay? So this is important for you. Lavender is a popular green witchcraft herb, often associated with peace, tranquility, rest, and relaxation. And it's so interesting because you've got peace here and peace being mentioned here. So your peace is important in April. Its stress-relieving properties make it the perfect herb to use in various self-care applications such as bath or essential oil. Take a moment to consider whether you've been kind enough to yourself lately. I don't think you have. The lavender card is a great reminder to take stock of how you treat yourself. Remember that kindness comes in many forms. You may have been critical of yourself or your body lately. Maybe you've been driving yourself too hard without eating or sleeping properly. Take a moment for yourself, absolutely, to re-examine I think I even said examine. Wow. To re-examine. Wow. That gives me chills. This is a great time to re-examine your life, to see what changes you can make to facilitate less stress in general. This is your message group 3, okay? April for you is going to be a month of recharging, a reset month for you. It's a reset month. And I think that's why it's talking about May, is because May for you is things are going to be different. You've got like the budding tree here, the water flowing. Like May for you, if you can invest in yourself in April, you're going to be very happy with what happens in May. What area of your life needs kindness right now? And this gave us a lot of examples. Like, are you being really hard on yourself? Like, you need to start doing some nice things for yourself, I think. Take a moment for yourself to restore your equilibrium. I think you've been heavily involved in something in somebody's life that maybe doesn't directly have to do with you. Time to get out of it, okay? Time to get out of a situation. If something's draining you, it's time to step away, even temporarily. I'm not telling you have to break up with someone or end a friendship or end a work relationship or anything like that, but can you create some boundaries or step away for a little while even? Okay? Let's see. Yeah, your announcement is exciting. It's kind of mysterious. I just think you're getting some sort of announcement or something, possibly exciting happening. You seem excited about something. Okay, let's get some love messages from romance angels, and we'll get charms, letters, and numbers, and then that'll be good. Yeah, remember that message I opened up with, though. There's something, this announcement, okay, for example, my roommate messaging me like, hey Liz, are you home? I have to talk to you about last night. This announcement might not be a bad thing, okay? Try to keep this guy under control, whatever this 9 of Swords cloud here represents, okay? So there's an announcement, but this could be a great thing. Or it could be something that at first kind of feels like, oh, but then you understand that, oh yeah, actually, you know what? This is really good. This is a good thing. Group 3. This could be the one. You feel like somebody right now could be the one. You sense it. You feel it. You have questions, though. You've got questions. So you've already met the romantic partner you seek. I don't read these ones quite as literally as they're written sometimes. Let me just... 2 fell out here. Let's see what these are. You've got make the effort and very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now and make the effort. So I think this is part of this like analysis that's going on in April for you, is I think you are really thinking about what relationship maybe you want to put your effort into. Doesn't have to be romantic. This could also include platonic relationships, professional relationships, but you're really you're taking stock of where you're investing your energy in April. So I think this is also including romantic relationships. You possibly are making a decision in regards to somebody, or like there could be a situation you're getting out of in order to get closer to somebody that you think might be a good connection for you. So you could be like in a situationship, for example, kind of like feeling very unsure. And then you meet someone, it's like, you know what, this person really could, I'm just giving an example, but this person could be really great for me. And then, you know, you make your decision. So clearly decide what you want so that comes to you now. So you could be making a decision to get out of a situation in April. Somebody could be making up their mind about you possibly. You know, they could recognize that you could be the one and they could be putting in effort, but somebody, whether it's you or someone else, is feeling guided to take certain steps towards somebody else, romantic steps. So it's happening soon. So I think it's happening sooner than you think. Okay. What is this? Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one. Yeah, this could be the one. You have the one twice. Opening your heart, getting together. Perfect. Okay, yeah, there's definitely, you've got dragonfly on the bottom here. So be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So I'm getting to tell you specifically, be open to what could be in a situation. Be open to the possibility. You'll know if this is for you, if this makes sense, but be open to what could be. There could be someone in your life or someone that you're meeting possibly in April or May, because we did have May specifically mentioned for you, group 3, but there could be someone you're meeting that could be a really great match for you. Stay open. You've got your you had the Lover's card as well. You also had Knight of Cups. So I think you're in a very romantic, or you're very open to the idea of love or romance right now in certain ways. So follow that. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Be lighthearted. You're in sort of like this dreamy energy when it comes to love in April. It's quite nice, actually. So things love-wise seem good. Or you're getting out of a situation towards something better. I think you could be conflicted about two people. Like two people deciding. Interesting. Okay. Let's do some charms. And I have a wand. Look. I use this to like point out charms. Okay. We'll get some angel numbers too. We already had 777, which I really liked. Yeah, there's something, an announcement you're celebrating. Okay, you got the champagne bottle. So this is a big theme for you. It's some sort of announcement. It could be an engagement. It could be a baby announcement. It could be a new job. It could be your announcement. It could be someone else's announcement. But yeah, very cool. Enjoy the entertainment. There's a feeling of like sitting back and enjoying, kind of releasing a little bit of control about something. Okay. I'm gonna get a few chaser. Okay. Yeah, okay. You're dealing with somebody who's possibly, because this connects to one of the tea leaf cards, when you're dealing with like someone who's very arrogant or boastful, there's a feeling of like somebody, like with time to get out of a situation where like it's always, it feels unfulfilling. Okay, there's a situation where it's like you're chasing, but you're not getting something in return. Like you're not feeling like it's reciprocal. Okay, you're feeling like you're always chasing something. So I feel like this is sort of coming to an end in April, this dynamic, time to get out of a situation. I think some canceled plans or something that doesn't work out according to plan is actually going to be a gift, although it might not feel that way in the moment. You are kind of like retreating a little bit with the Hermit card with this little trailer here. This makes me think of like travel, a getaway, an escape, you know, time away, retreat. Okay, so you do seem to be kind of retreating a bit, a little bit secretive possibly in my diary. You're kind of keeping things a little bit to yourself. I'm getting in a love dynamic. So interesting because let me see. You're dealing with two people here, I really feel like. Because there's one person, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm getting, and you'll know whether this is for you. I feel like there's a situation where with one person you feel like you're sort of having to like change who you are or like not be yourself. With another person, you're feeling like, oh, I can be myself. Now, it says you already met the romantic partner you seek. I don't read that quite literally. I'm getting this could be the one. So I think you could be meeting someone where you're like, huh, this could be somebody. There could be potential here is what I'm feeling, okay? This could be an Aries, but I just feel like you're dealing with someone where like they're not fully being themselves, or you feel like you can't fully be yourself, okay? And with the make the effort card, like, I think you want this effort to be reciprocated, of course, right? Of course you do. So this is what I'm getting. I just feel like there's some dynamic or situation that could be coming to an end. Okay, now whether it's solved with this person or it's someone else or something, you know, this is the thing. This is a general reading, so everyone's situation could be different, but you'll know, okay? So something's coming to an end or it's shifting, okay? You've got thumbs up and like, I'm getting like secret crush energy here with the mask, thumbs up, like this is making me think of social media. So I'm wondering if someone's like accidentally liking a picture or something. I don't know, but there is a feeling of like social media, or it's just somebody likes you. The champagne bottle, again, celebration, an announcement, 4 of Wands. There's new hope for projects you'd almost given up on. So there's something in April where you thought maybe it wasn't going to work out. You were worried about it, but it's not necessarily over, okay? There could be, I do think there's something you're making adjustments to, okay? Or maybe shifting something. I think there's something conflicting. There's an idea of like conflicting ideas, conflicting people, something not, so this could be getting sorted out too, because you got something getting smoothed over here as well. So there's something about everything kind of getting smoothed out, worked out, figured out, on the right track in April. It's again reflective. It's a month to work on you, work on what you want to focus on. You seem less preoccupied with like maybe a dynamic happening at work or something like with friends or family. Like it's a little bit more self-focused, which is a good thing. This is okay. You're not being selfish by protecting yourself or protecting your energy. Special delivery, so something, again, this could be connected to the announcement card. You've also got the notes here. So this is information, special delivery, some information or some knowledge, the notebook, because it's on top. So special delivery, something being delivered, information being delivered in April. Some crucial information. Yeah, it seems overall, group 3, your month actually seems quite tranquil overall with your lavender card, your wind chimes card. Just seems like a month to kind of get things on track, take care of yourself, do things that are good for you, make some changes that you feel are necessary to take. You're in a sort of a deep period of thought, contemplation, thinking, adjustments, self-love. Okay, let's get you some numbers. We already read 777, but we'll do another angel number. I'm going to read to you, 72 and 712. I just do them intuitively. So 712. Self-kindness. Oh my gosh. Okay. How you speak to yourself matters. So your lavender card, self-care. Negative self-talk is not necessary to keep what you have worked so hard to get. Create a list of 5 or more positive things you've done. Absolutely. Take a moment to say thank you to yourself as you read each one aloud. So please do this, even 3 if you can, right? You know, just think of 3 positive things, 3 positive moves that you've made, 3 positive things that you've done for yourself. Take note of it and thank yourself for it. Okay, so let's go to 72. You've got quality. Align your life to your soul. You're being asked to align your life in a way that authentically reflects your soul. The desires you have are perhaps simpler than the life you lead. Interesting. What can you do today to facilitate quality in all of your environments and relationships rather than quantity? Oh, this makes sense. So you are prioritizing quality over quantity. You're maybe not taking on as much in April. You're simplifying, okay? I think you're simplifying. There's sort of a, with the movie card too, like releasing control of what you can't control, like not letting it occupy too much of your energy, reserving some energy for yourself, okay? Let's get you some letters. You just seem a little bit more private in April. Okay, let's just push these aside. I'm going to flip these over. You can pause it if you want to take some time to look at them. I usually don't find much, so definitely check in the comments. And thank you so much for hitting that like button and subscribing. All of that really does help my channel. So you've got the word sweet, held, to. So I'll flip these over, make sure you can see everything. Okay. I see the word quiet. Do we have a U? Yeah, we do. Quiet. Quiz. Set. Test. Boat. Strong. Boat makes me think of like Six of Swords. Nest. Held strong. Let me know what you see. And definitely check the comments too. There's always great suggestions. Yeah, let me know what you see. I hope that you enjoyed this group 3. I hope you do have a really tranquil April. Oh, you've got when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But yeah, I do hope you do have a tranquil month. I hope that it does bring you some peace and harmony, like the item you chose. Remember, if something doesn't work out, try not to get too discouraged. There's a reason, possibly. It could be time to get out of a situation in April. Time to yourself is good. Self-care is good. Do things that you know your future self will thank you for. There's a direct impact on the month of May from April. So really prioritize yourself and take good care of yourself. And we'll see you next time.